How to preserve your home movies and other film documents. Do you have old home movies and other old films just lying around gathering dust? Have you ever wondered how to make the most of them and preserve them for the future? Here are 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to best take care of your film documents at home. 1. Handle it like a pro. If you are going to work with your film documents, the first very important step is to make sure you are handling them safely and with care. This means it is time to thoroughly wash your hands, dry them, and take off any rings or jewelry to make sure you don't scratch or damage your objects. If you prefer, you could always pop on some gloves, but you will have to be very careful. Gloves generally make you a bit clumsier, and when winding, they might catch on the film and snag it. This happens a lot, especially if the film is a bit older or slightly damaged, so be very careful. Of course, you need to make sure that the surface you are working on is also clean and dry. 2. Get organized. Once your hands are prepped and you are ready to handle your film documents, the next step is to have a good look at your collection, see what you have, and get sorting. The goal here is to create an organizational system that works for you. We recommend starting by sorting your documents according to the different types of carrier. The most commonly found in at-home collections are 8mm or Super 8 film reels. Look at the perforation hole. If it is big, it's 8mm. If it is small, it's Super 8. 9.5mm Patty baby spools. 16mm reels. Separate audio tapes accompanying the films. Remember to write down which film reel they belong to. Videotapes. VHS, Video 8, and HI8, Mini DV, DVD. Within these categories, you can come up with further divisions. For example, you could sort them according to dates, themes, or even titles if they exist. Go with whatever makes the most sense to you. Just be careful to always stick to the same system, so you will be sure to find everything easily. 3. Gather the facts. Next up, we want you to gather as much information about your documents as you possibly can. Find out the dates, places, and names of people shown in the films, and any other detail you can. Remember to get your family members involved. They might know or recognize something you missed. While you are doing this research, do not forget to write down all the information in one document. It will help you to give each one of your film documents a number or other designation to make identifying them easy. You are free to use any type of spreadsheet or writing program you like. Just make sure to document the information the same way for each film. This is quite a bit of work, but believe us, professional archivists and anyone looking through your collection will thank you for it. 4. Keeping them clean. If your film documents have been gathering dust for a while and are a bit grubby, you might want to give them a little clean. You can do this by using some isopropyl alcohol. Heads up though, do not try this method on films that have a magnetic soundtrack coated on them or on cassette tapes, as the alcohol could easily damage them beyond repair. 5. Digitize to safeguard your treasures. You may not realize this, but all film carriers quickly degrade over time, with video formats decaying even more quickly than films. This is why we always recommend safeguarding your documents by digitizing them. You should really get all your films digitized, but we recommend you start with the ones suffering from degradations, such as vinegar syndrome, for example. If, however, the film has already reached the autocatalytic point, there is not much you can do, and the degradation will be rapid, even with good storage conditions. 6. Storage. We know it is very tempting, but please resist the urge to store your collection in the attic or down in the basement. If you want to make your documents last, try to find a space that is nice and dark and with stable temperatures and humidity. Once you have found the perfect spot, you should also try to find the best containers to house the documents. We recommend going for plastic containers if you are planning to access your documents frequently. If you want to take things up a notch and store your collection like a real pro, you could also preserve your films in a standard fridge dedicated to this purpose. Careful though, do not try placing your documents directly in the fridge without a container. For this method to work, you need to pack them using a double wrap procedure. First wrap the reel in an LDPE bag, then box it, and then wrap the box again in another LDPE bag. Remember that in this case too, keeping the temperature constant is paramount, so don't go unplugging the fridge while you are away on holiday. For video formats, the fridge is not the right solution, because they like to be a little warmer. So it is better to keep them in a place with a mild temperature of around 15 degrees Celsius to ensure good conservation. Films, on the other hand, should go in a cool and dry place with stable temperatures. 7. Movie night. Now that you have taken such great care of your film documents, we know you will want to watch them. If you do, we advise against using a conventional projector, as there is always a risk of damaging or scratching the films. If you have experience and really want to project your films, make sure you have the equipment to control and prepare the film: winder, splicer, etc. The film should be checked before every showing to look out for bad splices or damages perforations, which may cause the film to break. Remember to properly maintain and clean your projector regularly to help protect your films. And here is one final tip from us. If you are using an older VCR to play back your videotapes, make sure the tapes have the tape record protection turned on to prevent accidental recording. And there you have it. 7 tips to help you make the most of your collection of film documents at home.